ScouterStan. Let's talk a little bit about how leadership skills are actually developed and acquired through the scouting program. This is something we kind of take for granted. A lot of leaders go through all of the motions of putting together camping gear and working a schedule and a plan and blah, 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 and it can get overwhelming. But one of the big things is that we're teaching leadership to America's youth, and we do that in many different ways. First off, we have what we call a progressive leadership roles. There's no such thing as a natural-born leader. Every skill to every person is learned through an environment, and it starts off small and always progresses up the ladder. For instance, a brand new Cub Scout coming into a troop is not elected as the senior patrol leader of that troop. That's extremely rare, and I don't believe it's ever happened. It's best that progression of leadership over time, starting off as an assistant patrol leader, working with the troop guide and the troop's instructors, just to kind of develop a little bit of leadership under their wings. And they eventually will go for patrol leader, which is actually a position that counts towards rank advancement. This progression of larger and larger roles might migrate out to other things like troop scribe, historian. There's many different offices, but one of the big ones would be an assistant senior patrol leader. And once they get those skills down and that leadership, and they might move up to a senior patrol leader. Now, within that, we're big believers in patrol method, and there's a lot of different podcasts about patrol method within our catalog, so definitely look that up. But patrol method is a way of exploring that scout's enthusiasm for group, and when they work together, fostering and mentoring as a team, building their teamwork, and really solving problems is done within the patrol. It's always good to hear them with different patrol yells and their flag and all of the different things that goes on with a patrol. Patrols can actually camp without the rest of the troop. Now, of course, they have to have the youth leadership and they have to have the adult leadership involved so that we maintain youth protection. That is critical. But a patrol can actually do that on their own. They can do activities and meetings independently. But of course, they need to be involved directly with the troop. Within scouting, we have leadership training programs. There's lots of opportunities. And one of the big ones is National Youth Leadership Training, NYLT. This is, for all intents and purposes, it is the wood badge for the youth. This is high-intensity leadership training course. There are troops that have a requirement that in order to be elected as the senior patrol leader, you have to go through this program. So it depends on your troop. It's a good idea to have someone who has had formal leadership training for a critical role like a senior patrol leader. In scouting, we do learning by doing. We give opportunities for leadership and that leadership development in a safe environment where if there is a failure, you can recover. So actually being there and doing activities and projects with the troop gives them those leadership opportunities to develop. Within scouting, we have mentorships from adult leaders to help all of the youth leaders perfect their skills in presentations, in planning, and actually carrying through all of the things that are needed from leadership for activities and different kinds of projects. Youth leaders need that mentorship from the adult leaders to help them guide their leadership skills. And getting that experience is very valuable. Another one is problem solving in a real world scenario. This is something that happens that really showcase leadership skills. Scouting gives that opportunity. The real world application of leadership skills based on the core values of scouting can really accelerate service projects and management of groups and all of the different dynamics that goes in and on within a troop. There's always an importance on reflection. We call it feedback. Feedback is a gift that we can give advice, opinions, different perceptions of leadership back to the new leader so that they can develop a better skill. Not all feedback is positive, but it should be constructive. Core values of scouting are always incorporated using the Scout oath and law to emphasize how values are constructed under principles like trustworthiness, kindness, and influencing and effective leadership skills. This is a huge impact to the overall learning of leadership skills, taking those moral values and using them constructively towards better leadership skills. There are countless examples of real scouting experiences that influence the overall story of a scout's leadership training journey. When a youth leader understands the natural lessons from experiences in leadership, they develop a better skill set that can carry them through even beyond the time they spend in a youth scout unit. The skills they learn within scouting and the leadership that's developed has a direct influence on the scouts beyond their scouting time. These acquired leadership skills that are part of scouting has a direct benefit to the scouts in the future, in their school, their career, and their community. We do so much for our scouts, and giving them these experiences, these opportunities to learn profound leadership skills is a critical part of scouting. I'm so proud of you for being there to help scouts and doing all that you do. I'll see you on the trail.